Hello everyone, I got the constructive criticism by a friend, and I really appreciate that actually. He was criticizing that the speech bubble in the latest reel that was just so short that he couldn't read it. Interestingly, this is the twist, the turn of events, when I got the exact opposite criticism by other people in the past, that my editing style is too much writing on the screen, too much speech bubbles, and nobody wants to see and read that, and it's like, it's not the time for this, that people don't like something like this. And I still try to be myself and continue with the speech bubbles, but I made them a little bit quicker. Okay, so now how it continued was me then responding with the full information, sorry, writing him 2 text bombs with the full information. So let's analyze the art. The first speech bubble of the statue is revenge for my arrow. And then just right before it steals my cape, powerful weapons should be banned and you will never find the arrow. And then there's another speech bubble that is not in the reel of Instagram, which is why I write in the description, go to the original edit, a speech bubble that shows actual footage of me with the giant arrow in the woods, where now this is the fantasy, hit this arrow, and that is the story why the statue is taking revenge. It tries to steal my cape with some leashing a laser beam from its spear. And yeah, I also had another idea about how can this line, the downhill part with the statue, continue, where I was ducking, and here you can see the footage. It looks great, it looks powerful, and then I will continue the downhill, but what's the point of it? So the other story has not only a point, it has a message against powerful weapons, but it also connects to some footage that now you need to understand. They have so much of footage, and that my brain needs to have this library of all the footage in my head to be able to have more ideas, to be able to choose between the ducking version where I just duck away and it's kind of like, okay, it's cool, it's great, it's fast, cool moment, yeah, definitely artistically also cool because nobody would see this coming, that this statue throws the spear, but it has no point. And I choose to give it a point. It does not always need to have a point or a message in art, but I chose it because it has the point of me pulling up the footage from my library in my brain, actually. Which is the great part about the art. Footage from all these years. And I can search in my mind. I probably don't know everything of it, but I know a lot of it, and that's great. And that shows what modern art and digital art, a part of it that is probably never really being talked about. Of what a guy like me, how I actually do this, how I work all these things out. This connects not only to footage, it connects to years, it connects to experience, it connects to all of these different moments. I couldn't be the artist, I couldn't create any of this if it wasn't for thousands of moments of creativity that all connect together. However, let's now make a total different jump into the actual footage from the big arrow, which is way more interesting to connect it now and actually go back there in time and see a little bit of that day and of that experience. And that is also what is in my mind. So when I show you a quick second of the footage of the big arrow, actually I of course reconnect to the whole day. And it's like so much to it, and it's so beautiful. But then again, in the art that is now focusing on something else, it has to be compressed again into just this tiny moment, just a quick idea, creativity, and then actually it's about being super alone, Superman with the cape, and having these tricks, these lines, and putting it all together to a video that took me, yeah, months and months and months of all these attempts. And then, yeah, you will see now again what it takes just one day to create this line. And also I want to tell you that this was a very weak day, which is why I had to try to survive moments. If it's getting up the stairs, if it's getting down there. I also tried actually an airwalk down the stairs. I couldn't do it. I was too weak. Also the pole distracted me and it just didn't work out. But in the end of the day, I was really on a weekday, because of other days before skating, it's like this keep going, keep pushing. Now you have good weather, you're here, and also it's the pressure, am I being kicked? And then actually I was kicked out at this spot, and so the airwalk was fully gone. I only took what I could get, and
ich tue hier niemandem was, ich störe niemandem was. Also wirklich, es wäre echt nett, wenn du mich einfach in Ruhe lässt. Kannst du mich in Ruhe lassen? Ich will Kunst machen. Du kannst zurück zu deiner Kunstklasse gehen und denen sagen, dass ich gesagt habe, dass ich Kunst machen möchte und du es nicht verstanden hast. Erzähl das deiner Kunstklasse, dass du keine Kunst verstehen kannst. Aber da ist was ganz schief gelaufen, aber ganz schief. Also unfassbar, unglaublich. Ich filme ganz deutlich meine Kunst. Ich mache hier Kunst, das ist offensichtlich.
Kinder dürfen nicht gefilmt werden.
Ich filme keine Kinder. Das schon niemand hier zu filmen. Oh God, this is what they do. This is what they do. And they go as far as it gets with that, okay? They go as far as it gets. They're not stopping. They're like very dangerous people, yeah? They will come up with the craziest stuff because they're evil. That's evil done. I don't want to do anything anymore. I don't want to skate anymore. I don't want to parkour anymore. I can't deal with this anymore. It's so disturbing that